Hey guys, it's Mr. Vance here. Today we're going to learn how to make the inside of a room using a technique called one-point perspective. Okay, so you should open up your Flash program. Okay, when you get looks like the little FLA, right? FL. Okay, when it runs, we go up to File, New, ActionScript 3.0. That'll get you a new file. You could also hit that Create New ActionScript 3.0 one stop click. Okay, now that'll bring up a stage. We have a new file. First thing you're going to do is we're going to go to our rectangle tool. Okay, the rectangle tool. Now we got to set some certain colors up and certain strokes. Your stroke color should be black, 1.0, style solid. That doesn't change. Your fill color though, the one next to the paint bucket, we need to click that and switch it to this square with the red slash, which says no fill. Okay, so again, you click on that little square with the red diagonal line in it, and it'll put a red diagonal line for your fill color. That means there is no fill. All right, now you have this little plus sign for your cursor. Go up to the corner of your stage and click and drag a line, a box around that whole stage. Okay, you'll see that little stroke right there. Might be a little bit hard to see, but there is a black rectangle with no fill around the whole stage. Okay, now take your selection tool, the arrow, type the letter V. That'll bring up the selection tool. Now watch what I'm going to do here. Watch closely. I'm dragging a box around that whole first rectangle we made. I'm not using the rectangle tool. I'm using the black arrow tool, the selection tool. When I do that, it'll be highlighted with those little dots. It is selected now. Okay? Okay, now we want to edit, copy this, and then edit, and you must do this, paste in place. Okay, or yes, paste in place. Don't do paste in center, don't just hit Control V, paste special. It must be paste in place. When you do that, it looks like nothing happened. Actually, there is a rectangle on top of a rectangle, and it's selected. We do not want to click off of it, keep it selected. If you do, then you're going to have to copy and paste it in place a second time. All right, once we have that, we're going to make it a little bit smaller, but more precise. There's this panel right here called Transform. If you look where I'm at, Transform panel. I'm going to click on that. Okay, now on the top of the Transform panel, you have Scale Width, Horizontal, Scale Width, Vertical, and you have this little chain thing. I want to make this scale down 50%. So if I type in 50, it makes it 50% more narrow. And then 50, and click in there, it makes a smaller rectangle. Another way of doing it, if you have the chain and you link it, if I just click on one of these, it links the vertical and the horizontal together. Okay, so anyway, we want to get a rectangle that is 50% smaller than that big one we made on the outside. Okay, once you have that, there's these small arrows right here. We can collapse that transformation panel, and we're done with that part. Okay, now, next tool to use. There's this thing called the line tool. If you type the letter N, it'll bring up the line tool. Okay, I have my line tool set. Now watch this. I'm going to put this plus sign for the line tool on the corner, and I'm going to click, and I'm going to drag it through the smaller one all the way to the opposite corner, and it should be going through the corners of that smaller, 50% smaller rectangle, and connect the other one. Okay, then we can do the same thing to the other side. We're starting to form like the walls for our room. Okay, see where these things meet? This is a special point called the vanishing point. Okay, so this would be like a left wall, this is the floor, here's the right wall, here's the ceiling, this is the back wall, and this is the vanishing point. Why do we need a vanishing point? That's because if we want to put details in, like windows or floorboards, stuff like that, we want to make sure it looks right. If I just put a rectangle window on the side here, that doesn't look quite right. It has to have an angle to it. Don't put a rectangle window on the side, by the way. Okay. Now, down on my layers, I have this kind of base set up. I'm going to lock that down. I'm going to lock it down. And I'm going to add a new layer. This little new layer button down here. It's like a piece of paper with the corner folded. Add a new layer. Okay, now with this new layer, if I take my line tool, oh, wrong tool, on the rectangle, take the line tool, I can make the illusion of depth by taking some lines and dragging it. Oh, make sure that you have that layer 1 locked. We want to make sure layer 1's locked on layer 2. So you space out and click and drag to that vanishing point. The vanishing point's where, if you ever like look down a set of railroad tracks, looks like the tracks are coming together. That is that illusion of depth, that perspective, that 1 point, the 1 point perspective. Okay, so I make it like that. Now if I go and if I hold shift, it's going to make it perfectly horizontal. Connect it over this way. And like that. Okay, I'm making, it kind of looks like a pyramid. I want to make the lines get a little bit closer together as I get closer to this vanishing point. That kind of looks like tile. Now if I take my black arrow tool, and make sure that layer 1's selected, or I mean locked. I can go and I can select where that vanishing point's at. I'm not going to go down here, just up above. Get those little lines selected, I can start deleting them. Now I have to go and click and delete some of these. Oh. You know, before I start deleting those, see I started deleting too much? I don't have a line for that back wall. There we go. Now I can just get rid of those. Okay, that seems a little bit confusing, and it may be at first. But once you start cleaning it up, you can see I have a floor now. Let me show you some other things. File, open. I have a room already made. Okay, this one, if you look, it's got that vanishing point right back here, right? These lines go there. I made some bricks on the wall. If you're feeling ambitious, you want to do some stuff like that, you can. All right, so I have this. If you want to make a bricks on the wall, make sure you have the line tool. Start on the outside, I'm going to click and drag to that vanishing point. Now see, I'm putting on the second layer in case I make a mistake. I don't have to throw everything out. So maybe you just want to make the interior of your room look like a log cabin or something. Alright, when you have that, I'm going to make a line here on that back wall. Okay, let me turn this off real quick. See how I made? Then that allows me to cut those lines off without deleting everything. So I go, okay, hit that, hit backspace, delete that, select and delete, select and delete, select and delete, select and delete, select and delete. Okay, once we have our spaces made up, if we go back to layer 1 and unlock it, so I just click that lock and it unlocks it, puts the dot. I could go and delete this crisscross on the back. And I'm on layer 1. If I go to my paint bucket tool, I can paint those walls. Give it a color. That black might be a little bit harsh. Maybe purple. Got purple walls. I'm going to make a tile floor. Alright, now I fill the whole floor in red. If I want to make a checkerboard, I'm on layer 2. I have these patterns, right? If we go to layer 2 and unlock it, let's see, turn my fill color on. Let's make it white. Okay, what's going on with my fill bucket? Sometimes Flash does some goofy things, alright? Alright, now it's white. Alright, now it's not filling in some of these other ones because I don't have a line there. So let's see how, if I turn off layer 1, I have a blank line, blank space here. I have to connect those lines. Okay, so that's an easy fix. So let's go and drag a line, make a line, drag a line. Okay, now I should be able to get those spaces filled. Oh, it has it filled in too much. There's an option down here, remember, close large gaps. Alright, it'll automatically seal in those gaps. I got a checkerboard floor. Okay, now do not worry about putting like doors or windows and stuff like that. We are going to be adding more items to that in another video. Okay, if you have any questions, email me and I'll give you all the help you need. That's my job. You guys have been asking some good questions. If you have anything, email me, get a hold of me, we'll get it figured out. Okay. All right. This is going to be due by the end of the week. Okay. So have fun. Email me those questions and stay healthy.